I'm hoping.
We've seen a lot of that, and even then, I mean, I remember coming into Nigeria, and of course, it was still the heydays of Nokia, which is a Finnish company. And,
Yeah.
And Nokia was moving fast. I mean, the most sold phone in Nigeria was Nokia.
Me too. I had two.
Everybody had one. And the second most sold phone in Nigeria was the fake Nokia. So
wait, Ericsson, is that Finnish too?
Ericsson is Swedish.
Okay, Swedish. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
But,
so Nokia, Ericsson were popular.
Yes. So but Ericsson crossed into the infrastructure of telecoms earlier, and Nokia kind of now followed later when iPhone and others came with with the real competition. But it was such an exciting time.
I mean, thinking about how a company like Nokia ended. It's I mean, I can't imagine why they didn't see what was coming.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's an interesting story. I guess if I look at it, also fairly objectively and also from the Finnish perspective, it's one of those companies that the success, yes, it was expected, but not on that scale. I mean, Nokia single-handedly transformed Finland's economy and put Finland on the map, and the exports were mainly Nokia, and of course, I mean, Nokia is still there. Let's not forget, it's a big player in the infrastructure sector. Probably one of the biggest.
Really? Okay.
Infrastructure.
So
when it comes
that's
to
something we don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
When it comes to telecoms infrastructure, but it's not a household name. So when it comes to 4G, 5G, I mean, it's still a lot of Nokia, Ericsson, Huawei that are really
that's good. That's good to know.
Competing there, yeah. So, but of course, as it's not a consumer product, you have to be in the industry to know. But it was such a phenomenal success, and I also believe that it's almost like every good thing comes to an end. How long can you elongate your success span? But it was such a phenomenal story for Finland, and they had the touchscreen technology before Apple. They had it years before. But from the market studies they did, there was like nobody wants
oh my God.
That you want a better camera. You want this, you want that, you want more battery life. That's what, the market surveys were saying, So and if you remember when iPhone came, it had a worse camera. It didn't even function properly, but, for some reason, it was almost like this sexy product that everybody wanted. And then, of course, the app stores and the ecosystem and everything, kind of just transformed the whole business model.
Built everything. The ecosystem was magical. I mean, the only Apple product I have is an iPod. It's not dead. It doesn't work anymore. But I'm not an Apple consumer per se. Apart from that, now I do what's it called? Samsung. Yeah, I've had it. I have 2 or 3 Samsung now. See what happened to Nokia on the consumer side. It's a lesson for many.
Definitely is. It's a delivery. And coming to Nigeria, of course, which wasn't very popular in Northern Europe, was also BlackBerry.
Yes,
it was BlackBerry was so big in Nigeria then, and I remember transitioning myself into using BlackBerries, and I found it fantastic. It was nice to write emails with, but the same thing, everything just disappeared, and all of us were forced to use touch screens, suddenly. And now I don't think anybody can even imagine anything else. That's how innovation and life is.
The younger generation cannot even imagine that.
Yes.
And just a few decades ago.
Yeah, it's not, it's just right there. I remember it like yesterday. So that's life and innovation. Yes.